the senator representing Borno South, Senator Ndume, has slammed President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Senate President Godswill Akpabio, and the Speaker of the House of Representatives for mishandling the crisis between Nigeria and the United States, between Donald Trump and the Nigerian government over the Christian genocide saga in Nigeria. Now, Ndume, to his credit, he has been one lawmaker, despite the fact that he's an APC, the ruling party. He had always been forthright in speaking his mind about the state of the nation. In this case, he has looked at the situation that this thing is getting out of hand, largely because of the failure of governance by Tinubu and the National Assembly. I hope the National Assembly don't go after him again after this. Because in the video you're going to watch, he pointed out what could have been done to avoid the situation escalating to this level. Okay? Where it is that Nigeria government is running helter-skelter trying to fix the damaged relationship between Nigeria and the United States, leading to Donald Trump saying that they're going to put boot on ground, if need be, to stop the killing of Christians, to get rid of the Christian genocide issue in Nigeria. Okay, now we are going to listen to him, and you're going to look at, and when we come back, we look at the points he raised, because the points that he made, what President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was supposed to have done that he had not done 2 years after being in the saddle of leadership. What he ought to have done, he didn't do. And what he ought to have done when this matter started. Okay? So he was feeling that the president fell and his National Assembly also fell too. Let's watch him.
Well, you see, if you allow small problem like this to grow up, it can do unrepairable damage.
Absolutely.
So why don't you avoid that by taking those actions? Like, look, Charles,
it's partly the arrogance of power. We don't listen to anybody else but
this thing
ourselves.
started in the U.S. Congress, and we have National Assembly here. I told them during the motion, it takes 10 hours to get to US from here. And it takes Mr. President a phone call to ask for audience with Donald Trump. And we have reputable international diplomats in the country, starting from Sulu Gambari, Akinyemi,
Emeka
Nyoku, Amina is there. We had a president of United Nations, somebody from KB, I can't remember his name. I know so many international diplomats that have contacts that can reach out to anybody, former presidents, congressmen, and we have the Senate here. We have the Senate president. They have we have the Speaker, and there are people are sitting down there.
But in fairness to the Tinubu government, I spoke to some of them just literally a few hours ago at very high levels, and they say they've opened direct communication with the White House with regard to this, that they are now, Aso Rock in Abuja is now in direct communication at the very highest levels with the White House.
Why does that have to take you 2 years, Charles?
But that's what they've said they've done. They say they're trying to manage the crisis.
What is manage the crisis? These are people, the government of Tinubu came in, 2.5 years ago or so. Do you know that we don't have ambassadors anywhere?
Yeah, that bit is a bit worrying.
Do you know that we don't have a representative in the UN? I mean, let's say it as it is. And the government should really, I don't like saying this on the TV too. But do you know why? That's the only way I can vent out.
It's important that you say these.
Yeah, because I don't have chance to see the president. You understand? The only time maybe you want to see the president is to run where he's going to, have any event. And maybe if the president sees you, you say, oh, Ndume, this is how they run the government. And I'm telling you, they don't have people in there. They don't have people. You know why I said they don't have any people? If you just go in anywhere now, out of 10 people, 5 or 6 or 7 will say, this is Charles from Arise TV. But you have people, I said before, they said Ndume is being abusive. It's true that we have, the government is dominated by kakistocrats. I want to repeat that again. And then kleptocrats. All they are concerned about, if you want to see the president, they will ask you how much.
That is, if that is true, then that is.
Do you think I'll come here and lie?
No, I'm just saying that's a shame. That is a disgusting,
and people
appalling
want to.
shame.
Now, if I say, I wrote to them, I asked them, I want to see the president to discuss some national issues. Then they will be playing games and as if you are going to heaven. No.
But I mean, in your considered.
That was Senator Alin Ndume, the senator representing Borno South, who incidentally is from the epicenter of the Boko Haram insurgency that is at the root of the Christian genocide allegation against Nigerian government. He put the blame squarely on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu because the president didn't do the needful. Now think about it this way. The president of the most powerful country in the world, United States, Donald Trump, had been sworn into office. Okay? He is probably one of the most active presidents in the world. You didn't make any effort to have access to him. And you are saying that you are the president of Africa's most populous nation, giant of Africa. The president of Nigeria couldn't call him. Okay? To be able to say, okay, let us sort this thing out that I'm hearing about Christian genocide, whether this is my own position. Okay? He said, it is now that they said that the president is reaching out to the White House, they are trying to reach out to the White House. You know, you can see from the face of Ndume, when that thing was suggested, he said, now is when they want to start doing that, something they ought to have done. And then the president also has no ambassadors. Perhaps if Nigeria had ambassador that is in charge, 2 years after Tinubu became president, he sacked, Tinubu sacked all the ambassadors and stuff. He has not reappointed any new ones. And you are in a situation like this. Ordinarily, the ambassador of Nigeria in the United States should be the face of this interface. You don't see anybody speaking for Nigeria from abroad, from Washington, because no ambassador. Nobody is speaking for Nigeria from United Nations. Nigeria has no UN ambassador. All you have is people like Daniel Boala running around the whole place. Every foreign channel, he will run to that. I even saw one recently where he was saying that he is a pastor. Maybe perhaps being a pastor from Borno State. So maybe they felt that he can be able to sell the story that there is no genocide if it's somebody who is a pastor and from the epicenter of Boko Haram can come and say there is no genocide. Perhaps they will listen. Instead of doing the needful, appoint ambassadors. But they have been appointing all kinds of people, enjoying all kinds of luxurious lifestyle they are enjoying as people in government. But they feel that it is too expensive to hire, to deploy ambassadors across the world that will be speaking for Nigerian people. And that is also affecting Nigerians in diaspora. So Ndume is putting in square that the president didn't play his role well. You heard when he said it that this thing started from the Congress. There was no effort made by the Nigerian government to respond to it from the Congress. And Ndume also called out his colleagues in the National Assembly, especially the leadership, that they didn't do anything. And to his credit, I know that Ndume was the one that raised the motion about the Christian genocide, which he denied. Okay, he said that it doesn't exist. Whether you agree or disagree with him is immaterial, but at least he made a point. Many of us do not agree with him, because when you look at the data on the ground, because I keep on telling people, if you say there was no Christian genocide, that they are killing Christians and Muslims equally, where are the data of the Muslim? Where are their sources? Look at this data. Look at the data that the US Congress is using. Look at the data that people like Donald Trump is using. Look at the data that are everywhere. Even the one that Biemaha, the comedian and the Hollywood actor, he has. You can go and you can Google it. You see their data. Okay, but the point is that he was saying that the thing is getting out of hand because the president didn't do the needful and the National Assembly didn't do the needful. Because he was saying that after he raised that motion, I remember that I could remember that very well. That after he raised the motion, he suggested that they send a delegation to the White House, to the US Congress, so that they can interface to address the issue of Christian genocide, so that they can present their own side of the story. Okay. But even if they had presented their own side of the story, it will still be countered by the other side, who also present their own evidence. But what he was saying, that the president didn't do the needful, the National Assembly leadership didn't do the needful. In fact, the only thing I saw on the media was the Senate President Akpabio issuing a statement to deny that he didn't say so. He didn't use the kind of insultive word he was alluded to against Donald Trump. So he was his aide issued a statement dissociating him from it. In fact, the thing also became very comical in the floor of the Senate when he was talking about that they put word into his mouth that he didn't say, and the Deputy Senate President was doubling down, say it doesn't matter that he will say it. He's not afraid of Trump. You know, all this kind of braggadocio. You are not afraid of Trump, but you have not done anything to stop the bandits. And you are here. Governors, states are negotiating with bandits and all this kind of thing. You say you are not afraid of Trump. You can tell Trump anything, but you can't handle the bandits around. Because if the bandits around, the terrorists around have been handled according to the law and order, according to the law of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, there wouldn't be any need for Trump to get involved in this matter. Okay? Why is Trump not threatening to invade Ghana or threatening to send troops to Ghana? Why is Trump not threatening to send troops to Togo? Why? That's the question they should ask themselves as they are doing all this braggadocio. Well, I'm not afraid of Trump. But that's not the matter. All said and done, the solution to the problem is to do the right thing. Right now, they are making an effort to reach out to the Congress because now I'm beginning to see they are reaching out to the Democratic Party members in America in the House of Reps, because, you know, largely those who are pushing for Trump to take action immediately on Nigeria, they are basically Republicans. Okay, and you know it's Republicans that care about religion in America. The Democrats, they don't really care about religion as an issue because they are the ones. The Democrats are the ones that support all kinds of things that Nigerian Christians will never support. Okay, so it's the Republicans, but I'm beginning to see some Democratic voices in the Congress putting out mouth now. So maybe Nigerian government is reaching out. But the issue remains that the solution is to stop the killings. Whether you send a delegation or you don't send a delegation, stop the killings so that there wouldn't be any need to debate whether Christians are killed also, Muslims are killed also, enemies are killed. It's the same material. I don't know what to think about Ndume saying that the president mishandled it. And he made some weighty allegation, said that even the president is in his own cocoon. You can't have access to him, that those who are around him, if you want to see him, they will ask for money. Okay. And so that the television channel media became his only source of reaching out to the president. So you can imagine, so the president is not even accessible to people up there, including senators, that are Ndume say, I want to see the president of Nigeria, and they are from the same party. He said they will be demanding money from him. They are asking for money. What does that tell you? You can now imagine why Trump called Nigeria a disgraced country. If that is what is happening at the highest level of leadership, that those around, you can't see the president unless you bring money. And we have EFCC and the ICPC and what have you. This Ndume has exposed a lot of things. Nigerians should give him his flowers, even though he's in APC. He has done more to expose what is going on in government than even some people in the opposition who are inside this government too, in the National Assembly. None have been so forthright in exposing the rot, the corruption. You know, look at what he called them, the kleptocrats. He called them kleptocrats, looters, literally. That's what he called them. Those are around the president. And that's a senator, a member of the APC, saying it the way he saw it. I don't know what to think about Ndume slamming the National Assembly leadership and the presidency for mishandling the Christian genocide that has gotten out of hand, leading to strained relationship between Nigeria and the United States. Whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.